holding hands. I don't wanna hide no more. We taking love for granted. I don't wanna hide no more if this is your answer. But here we go again. Here we go again. No time to begin. Oh, we're just better off as friends. I got questions, got no clue. What are we? And how are you? My time is up and I'm heading home. What is the reason that you're holding on? I don't wanna hide no more. We taking love for granted. I don't wanna hide no more if this is your answer. But here we go again. Here we go again. No time to begin. Oh, we're just better off as friends. I wanna stay here and roam. The boy got me caught in a storm. I wanna stay here and roam. This summer has got me torn. Oh, I don't wanna hide no more. We taking love for granted. I don't wanna hide no more if this is your answer. But here we go again. Here we go again. No time to begin. Oh, we're just better off as friends. I wanna stay here and roam. The boy got me caught in a storm. I wanna stay here and roam. This summer has got me torn. Oh.
Yo sé que no te gustó que yo plantara bandera, pues lo que dice mi voz, oye sonero, se repite donde quiera. Tú te creías que eras dueño de todo y me decías que el mundo andaba a tu modo. Y de repente llegué
I need you and your friends to show up at 10. We leave in the Benz truck. Uber Lux and some we rolled up. I know you when the night is peak. When you relax and dance with me. Whoa. Hands on your hip, move slow. Heart in my chest beat fast, but on the gas, I hope that it lasts. Love. You spin my heart around. Full 360. You spin my heart around. Full 360.
Live from historic Fenway Park here in Boston. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the Boston Red Sox. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Well, Singy, when you consider the top hitters' ballparks in the sport, this has got to be one of them.
I'll say this. Pitchers have to stay with their game. They can't look over their shoulder and think, I have to be fine and perfect on every pitch. Continue to pitch to your strengths, and you'll come out of here with a good outing.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And getting the start for the Red Sox, Patrick Sandoval. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
And we're underway from Fenway. That misses. Ball 2. And that one missing low.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Carrying well. And gone! The first batter of the game leaves the yard. And it gives him the lead in the first. It's 1-0.
Well, you got to love a game that brings some action from the jump. And at the plate, he was looking for a pitch to absolutely drive. And, you know, leadoff hitters aren't up there anymore just working the count, trying to get on. They're looking to make some noise and do some damage.
That misses the zone. 2 balls, no strikes.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
The sliding stop at short. Fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Take a look at the lineup. This has been a good, productive lineup so far this year. Currently ranking among the better teams in terms of total hits and runs per game.
Oh, but this lineup puts the ball in play. And in an era of high strikeouts and big swings, increasing contact makes them dangerous. We'll see if this pitcher can get some support from the defense.
Kazuma Okamoto in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
After giving up that home run earlier, it just doesn't seem like he wants to challenge him. One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
And that one hammered. And it bangs off the monster. He's in at second with a one-out double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Down low, it kicks away. And no movement on the bases. It's ball one. Okamoto, the runner at second with one away.
Ball two.
Good hitters count the 2-0. That one ripped left field. Carrying well. Over the monster and on the Lansdowne Street. Home run. George Springer takes it deep. It's their second home run of the inning, and they boost their lead. It's 3-0.
In a 2-0 count, a hitter is on high alert. This is what you live for, to be in the driver's seat here. He got a pitch that he could handle, and he hit that pitch really hard. Nice home run.
One down. Stepping in, Alejandro Kirk. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. And the 1-0. Right through there for a strike. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Top of the zone for a called strike. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Into the monster seats and gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add to the lead. It's 4-0.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Raised down a bunt to the right side. He steps on the bag, and 2 away now.
Batting 7, center fielder Dalton Varsho.
2 down, base is empty, and now it's Dalton Varsho. Pitch in the dirt, ball 1.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
That one lifted to left. Durant gets under it. And that is that. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Red Sox coming up. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Back in Boston, and the starter for Toronto, C.J. Van Eyck. What do we need to know here?
Well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe 2 at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
This is Anthony Siegler.
Ball.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. (2-0). Ripped, but it curls foul. Way back there, and that is gone. He'll circle the bases, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 4-1.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at-bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And out of here, he deposits that one into the monster seats. They go back to back, and they're chipping away. It's 4-2.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spot. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there, patient and waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Now it's the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate, barely hitting over the Mendoza line this month.
Right field. This could go the distance. Home run. They get another, and they cut into the deficit.
Back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. A pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not, but I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
Drilled out towards left center field, ranging back. Just missed getting out of here and tying this game. Time now to check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. This team, Chris, not one that gets a lot of production from hitting homers, so they've got to find offense in other ways.
Yeah, Boog, hit sequencing is so important for this team. You know, getting that walk at the right time, coming up with that next knock or extra base hit so that you can actually play to run. If not, then you see the record go in the direct opposite direction of where it could go. So, you know, a team like this, the good thing, they're going to battle, they're going to put the ball in play, and hope that they can find those holes.
Into the outfield, base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Third baseman.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Now at the plate, Caleb Durbin. And that one is in the dirt. Ball one. Man at first, one away. Oh, great stop. Throws from the seat of his pants. Got him. Nice play.
You're out.
They explode with 3 solo homers in the inning. On to the second from Fenway Park. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Red Sox 3. New inning getting started. And now for the Jays, Luis Urias.
That's a ball.
The next pitch misses. Ball 2. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first. Got hit around a little bit. Just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff for the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location. Sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Look how far he had to go that time. What an amazing catch.
He believes that he can get to everything, and that attitude allows the speed to play in well enough for him to run down balls that guys would just play off the hop.
Here's your 1. There's a swing and a drive. That's got a chance. Makes the catch up against the wall.
For the Blue Jays, shortstop Ernie Clement.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Ernie Clement getting ready to hit. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat. Two down, nobody on. Two and 0 to count. Here it comes.
Yep.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
This one in the air, center field. And that's the third out. So they make short work of him there. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Red Sox 3. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Bottom of the inning.
Leading
Still
off
stepping in for
for the
Boston,
Red
Jaron
Sox,
Duran.
Left fielder, Jaron Duran.
That one in the dirt, and that's ball one. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. That one blasted deep to right. That's back there. Out of here. He hammers one out to right. And we're level. It's 4-4.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Grounds one to short. Clement tosses to first, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Batting ninth, catcher Connor Wong.
Here's the catcher, Connor Wong. Tied at 4. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one carrying. And it hits off the monster. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
One out and a runner at second. Bottom half of inning number 2. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. You see a lot more of that in today's game. The pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
That's a strike. Man at second. Right side, hard hit. Fires over to first. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Red Sox, center fielder.
Here's the center fielder, Sandoval Rafaela. He's already homered in this game. Swung on, belted. And wow, that one is way out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and the Red Sox jump in front. It's 6-4.
Well, it looks like we might be underestimating his power just a bit. His teammates might even be surprised at what they're seeing. An unforgettable game for him.
The 1-1. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back there. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. And he's in at second with a 2-out double.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you could make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
Yeah, that's in for a strike. And the count is 1-1. Man on second, 2 down. And there's a ball.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and it looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Next offering upstairs.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses.
And that one hammered. That's back there. Over the monster. Wilson Contreras blasts one out. Their 3rd home run of the inning. And they add a couple more. It's 8-4.
Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely. He gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
That one hammered center field. That's back. To the warning track, makes the catch. But they take the lead thanks to a 5-run outburst. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. Red Sox 8, the Jays 4. And we're back here at Fenway Park. Well, it's been a fun game for fans who love homers. These teams are teeing off as we can see from the spray chart.
Yeah, it seems like days like this get pitchers questioning their life choices, Boog. Any fan who goes for a bathroom break is at risk of missing another dinger. Well, these Jays doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
That one off the mark. Ball 2. Well, Singy, when you come to Fenway Park, I think the first thing that you think about and you picture the Green Monster. What's it like standing there playing with that thing behind you?
Now, I'll tell you this. It is an experience your first time in here if you're playing the outfield with the Green Monster, because it plays like no other wall in all of baseball. You really have to pay attention during batting practice, but still a cool place to play, and it was one of my favorites.
Drilled out towards left center field. Rafaela going back, feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Kazuma Okamoto.
In front of the Green Monster at Fenway, they used to have Duffy's Cliff, which basically was an angled spot going up to the Monster. That couldn't have been a lot of fun to play in front of.
I mean, the Green Monster's enough. You're going to add something else to it. It's like miniature golf or something. But I can only imagine how difficult it was to navigate out there in the outfield.
Here's a 2-0. And a base hit up the middle. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Here's George Springer. He's 1 for 1 with a 2-run homer his first time up. The 1-0. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. And it's off the Green Monster. Okamoto coming home. In to score from first. The throw to third, and he's out, trying for 3.
Well, I think the base runner assumed that he was going to be able to make it to third pretty easily, but a really nice relay from the outfielder to the cutoff man, and they got him easily.
Two down, nobody on. In the dirt, and that's ball 2. Next offering is in the dirt. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
That swing is all about confidence. Sitting pretty with a 3-0 count and using it to your advantage instead of wasting what turned out to be a good opportunity. A great job of hitting, and the result is a single. Good stuff.
Now, Davis Schneider. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Carrying well. Stretches out and holds it in. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Red Sox 8 and the Blue Jays 5. Back now at Fenway. So stepping in for Boston, Caleb Durbin.
Third baseman, Caleb Durbin.
And it skips in the dirt.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
That one ripped left field. Carrying well. And that one is over the monster and gone. A solo shot. And they add to their lead. It's 9-5.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
The 1-0. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Varsho on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Shortstop Andrew Monasterio.
Andrew Monasterio up next for the Red Sox. He's 0 for 1. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the last half of the 3rd. That missed by a lot. Ball 1.
Ball.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it bangs off the monster. Into second, and he's got a double.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
In the dirt, the throw to third, and he's out easily. Hit hard on the ground is short. And that'll do it. The Red Sox pick up a run on the homer. It's now 9-5. Start of the fourth, and now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho.
Dalton Varsho.
Not close with that one. Ball one. Varsho, 29 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2017. Swings through that one for strike two.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
He goes down looking.
No, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Ball two.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like you did right there.
So digging in, Miles Straw. He's 0 for 1.
Ball, go.
The Red Sox leading by 4, top half of inning number 4.
Ball.
Two-0. And another ball. Three-0 down. This one in the air, center field. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, shortstop Ernie Clement.
Ball one.
Urias off of first with 2 away. That misses the zone. 3 balls, no strikes. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. waiting to hit for Toronto. Right back to him on the mound. Handles, throws the first, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. 1 left for Toronto. They trail it by 4. It's 9-5. Back here at Fenway, their offense has produced a lot of hits so far, as we see from the spray chart.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
That's in there. That's strike one. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. Very high with that one. 2-1. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still finds a way to get off the throw. Too late, and the runner is safe, and the misplay costs him.
Pretty much gifted a leadoff base runner right there. And as an offense, this is where you really want to take advantage. Apply some pressure this inning. Make that error hurt.
And next for the Red Sox, Ceddanne Rafaela. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Ball one there. And the 1-0.
Ha!
In the dirt. The 3-1. Drilled out towards left center field. Schneider ranging into the alley. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Red Sox, right fielder, Wilyer Abreu.
In the dirt, blocked. Throws to second, and he's got no chance. He's out.
You know, Boog, this is the part of the game that oftentimes is overlooked. This is the grunt work. Great job of the catcher using his body to deaden that pitch, keeps it close, and then throws a strike down to second. Hats off.
Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. High fly ball, right field. Straw under it. And that will end the inning. Red Red Sox go down quietly as they can't add to their 9-5 lead. All set for the start of the inning. And now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. On the ground to the left, Monasterio throws to first. One pitch and one out.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Ball.
That's too low. And now 3-0. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one's deep. And wow, that one is way out of here. A solo shot. And they inch closer. It's 9-6.
Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. He's already homered here in this one. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. Next offering misses. 2 balls, no strikes. Sandoval maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
There's a strike. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
Up next for the Blue Jays, catcher Alejandro Kirk.
Ball.
Springer, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Ball to strike. Right through there for a strike.
A 1-2 count. All he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back. And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
hit in the air, center field. Rafaela under it. And there are 2 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, left fielder Davis Schneider.
Davis Schneider next up for the Blue Jays. This one in the dirt. The throw into second. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. Toronto picks up 1 on this homer. It's now 9-6. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show.
Less than half, blowing all the rest, like making moves, no GPS. Brand new pool, like still fresh on.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So stepping in for Boston, Wilson Contreras.
Wilson Contreras.
You know, these Red Sox doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. Double-digit hits and 0 strikeouts. I don't know which of those is more impressive, but especially in today's game, that's something they can feel very good about.
The 1-1.
Ball 2.
Upstairs.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
(3-1) now. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Out of here! Another homer. His second homer of the night. And they tack on to their lead. It's 10-6.
If there's a most predictable count to get a fastball, it's still 3 balls and 1 strike. I tell you what, that hitter was ready for it. He got his pitch, and he absolutely unloaded on it.
That just misses. Ball 1. And another ball. That misses. Ball 3. Crushed to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. Another one. Back-to-back homers. And they boost their lead. It's 11-6.
When a hitter's in a 3-1 count, he's going to force that pitcher to come to him, throw him something that he can handle. Well, right there, he got a pitch that he could handle, and he made him pay for it.
So up next, Caleb Durbin. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning. Last half of inning number 5. 1-1. Now it's Garcia. Deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. 3 in a row. Wow. His second homer of the night, and they add on. It's 12-6.
My goodness, who saw this coming? Defying the odds with his second homer of the game. You know, for a player not known for his power, Boog, he's making quite the statement with these swings.
Back there, and that is way gone. They've hit another, his second home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 13-6.
Wow, 4 consecutive home runs. These guys are taking batting practice in the game. Just unbelievable at bats. And I'll tell you what, that hitting coach over there in the dugout, he's feeling pretty proud of himself right now.
Andrew Monasterio will hit next. 1 for 2. Right through there for a strike. 4 runs already in the frame. All Red Sox in this one. There's a strike. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Varsho going back on this one. Grabs it right up against the wall.
Next for the Red Sox, catcher Connor Wong.
Next offered in there for a strike. That is strike 2.
Pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
And that one hammered back there. And it hits off the monster. Now a relay to second. And in there with a double off the wall.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his second extra base hit in this one.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Anthony Siegler digs in now. Trying to move him over here. Fires over to Guerrero. 2 gone now.
Up next for the Red Sox, center fielder Cedar Rafaela.
pitch gets away. And it's a ball and a strike as the runner holds. Wong at third with 2 away. Right through there for a strike. And now it's 3-2. Pitch. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Up next, for the Red Sox, right fielder, Wilyer Abreu.
So digging in, Wilyer Abreu. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. C.J. Van Eyck out of the game. Got them some innings, but they didn't come easy. New pitcher coming on, and we'll be back after a quick break.
Now pitching for Toronto,
Kevin Gausman into the game.
He's having a
Gausman.
ton of success facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
There's the strike, 95 of that one.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
Two on, 2 outs. Upstairs. And it's a ball and a strike.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And a 2-1 on the way. Swings through that.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Got him swinging for the strikeout. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. We're through 5. The Red Sox lead it 13-6. Welcome back as we look at the highlights from today's game so far. Davis Schneider,
Leading
the
off
next
for
to hit.
Toronto, left fielder Davis Schneider.
The 2-1. And that skips into dirt. Drilled out towards left center field. That's back. And wow, that one is way out of here. He'll take a jog around the bases. And they cut into the deficit. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
In the dirt, ball 1.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
Two and 0 to count. Here it comes. That one is upstairs. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're the top half of the 6th. That's an automatic ball because the timer ran out.
And a free base with the wall. Not exactly a confidence-boosting play on the mound.
Here's Luis Arias. Now this one gets away from the catcher. Varsho into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up in the scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting.
Runner at second, nobody out. Oh, great stop to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Blue Jays, right fielder Miles Strong.
That one kicks away from the catcher. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
One away with a runner at third. And another ball. Here's a 3-0. This one in the air, center field. Rafaela settles under this one. He's got it. Runner tags for home. He's in to score on the sac fly. 13-8 is our score.
For the Blue Jays, shortstop Ernie Clement.
So no one on after the sac fly. Ernie Clement now at the plate. 2 down, nobody on. Here's a 2-0. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. In the air to left center. Rafaela has a beat on it. And that'll do it. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4-5-6 coming up. Boston's out in front. 13-8. Well, we go bottom 6. So stepping in for Boston, Wilson Contreras.
Wilson Contreras.
Ball 1.
The 1-0.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Here's a 1-1. And it's through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Up next for the Red Sox, designated hitter, Masataka Yoshida.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Got it. Nice grab. 1 down.
Up next for the Red Sox, third baseman, Caleb.
1 out man at first. Here's the third baseman, Caleb Durbin. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Red Sox, left fielder, Jaron Duran.
Ball, that's too low.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. Way back there. It's got a chance. Makes the catch up against the wall. They get a leadoff single but leave him stranded. We're through 6 full. The Bo Sox on top 13-8. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Back here in Boston, and now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. So they turn to their closer, Aroldis Chapman.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with 3 passes this year. That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by. Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. Three-1 is on the way. Vladdy now. Big swing and a drive. Deep left field. That's back there. And this one's off the billboards. Home run. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. goes deep, and they close the gap. It's 13-9.
That swing just injected more drama into this one. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark. And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. The Blue Jays down by 4 here in the top half of inning number 7.
Ball.
That one ran inside, almost got him. There's a swing and a drive. That one back. And wow, that one is way out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His second homer of the night, and they cut into the lead. It's 13-10.
This game just got a little more interesting with that home run.
Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat, and a really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish. Hey, partner, how's your scorecard looking right now?
A little dicey, kind of hieroglyphics style at the moment. You know what it's like, Singy? Remember our trip to London, Yankees and Red Sox in 2019? I think there were, 50 runs scored in the 2 games combined. My scorecard was ugly for that series.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous. And you use like 5 different colors of pens, so like it's just a mosaic over there.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're always judging the different pens. That, you know, I get the skinny scoring pen, and then I have the red, and then the black, and then I got a highlighter. So there is a lot going on. That misses the zone. Ball 3. And that one hammered. That's back there. Going, gone! George Springer leaves the yard. His second home run of the game, and they're chipping away. It's 13-11.
That gives them hope they can pull off this comeback. They just need a few more swings like that, and they're back in business. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like he was going to bend foul, was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. There's a swing and a drive. That one back. deficit.
Clawing back into this one, Boog. Second home run of the game. And take a look at that scoreboard. Everything feels different all of a sudden, doesn't it?
Pitch in the dirt, ball 2.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. Looking to get the tying run on base. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. His second home run of the game.
Talk about a clutch swing of the bat. He just changed this game in a big way. Some guys actually don't like swinging 3-0 because they feel like they get a little too quick in anticipation. Well, this guy obviously does. He stayed back, nice drive from the backside, and a really good swing through the zone.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Chapman, 38 years old, and he was born in Cuba.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. The hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it. This has been a rough inning, but sometimes you just got to work through it, save the rest of that bullpen, somehow stop the bleeding.
Here's a 2-2. Struck him out swinging. And that's the first down. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Pretty simple plan of attack on the mound right there, huh?
Yeah, nothing but fastballs. They just kept putting down the #1 and letting it fly. I liked it.
Yeah, me too. And I'd love to hit against that. But, of course, when you're in the box, you think he's bound to change speeds on you at some point. You're just kind of locked up, sort of like reverse psychology.
Drops a bunt down the first base side. Contreras. He takes it on his own. 2 away down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, right fielder Miles Straw.
And here is Miles Straw. little bit low.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. Two down, nobody on. That one finds the zone, and the count is 3-1. Gets the bunt down the right side. Contreras flips it and safe. He busted it down the line for that infield single.
Shortstop Ernie Clement.
Lays down a bunt to the right side. The flip got him. A beautiful play to end the inning. So 5 runs in the inning as they bat around. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. We're tied at 13 apiece. Set for the last half of the 7th. So stepping in for Boston, Andrew Monasterio. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Carrying well. And it's off the Green Monster. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Swung on, belted. And it's over the monster and off the billboard. And this place is rocking. And they jump in front in the 7th. It's 15-13.
What a moment for these fans. They're going nuts. No doubt in my mind, just about everybody in this ballpark holding their breath on that one. I tell you, just barely snuck it inside the foul pole, and talk about a huge swing. That's it in this ball game. Could be the biggest swing of this ball game. We'll see.
Now here is Anthony Siegler. Puts a bunt down. Close play, but he just beat him to the bag for the out.
Up next for the Red Sox, center fielder, Sandoval, Rafaela.
Well, I say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
And he'll 1. Fastball for a strike. Oh, 2 now. Drilled out towards left center field. That one carrying. Absolutely hammered it to left center. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they add a run. It's 16-13.
He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I'll tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
1 down. Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. Gets the bunt down the right side. Guerrero. The underhand flip. He's safe.
Even there,
with a bunt single.
Up next for the Red Sox, third baseman, Lincoln Contreras.
Drops a bunt down the first base side. And that's foul. The 0-1. Already 3 runs across in the frame here, the bottom of the 7th. And that's through there for a strike. And the count 1-2. Nice grab. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. Back here at Fenway, and now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Guerrero Jr.
Ball.
The lefty, the 1-0. Swings and blasts one deep to left center, raging back towards the wall. To the warning track, makes the catch.
Up next for the Blue Jays, third baseman, Kazuma Okamoto.
The Jays trailing by 3, and we're at the top of the 8th. Drilled out towards left center field. That's back there. Caught just shy of the wall.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the designated hitter, George Springer.
And the batter is George Springer.
Oh, yeah, Boog. He's on the brink of one of your favorite milestones. He's completed 3 legs of the cycle.
I love me some cycle.
Ball.
Two down, nobody on.
Ball 2.
And that one hammered. Here. Another homer. His 3rd home run of the game, and they inch closer. It's 16-14.
I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
The 1-0. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
So man aboard. So up next for Toronto, Davis Schneider. Out towards right center field, Rafaela should have this one. And that is that.
Don't forget it. Pick a side, no straddling in the line. You can check the scoreboard, man.
Back here at Fenway Park, here now the Red Sox DH, Masataka Yoshida.
Masataka Yoshida.
He rides.
The 0-1.
Outside.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. I know it was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Line drive, base hit. Here comes the throw. Safe at second.
Up next for the Red Sox, left fielder
Jaron Durant steps to the dish in a big spot. And that bunted towards third. And a foul ball. The Red Sox trying to break this one open here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, he just went right after him there. No messing around with the off-speed stuff. Here's my fastball. If you can hit it, go for it. 3 fastballs. See you later. Definitely built your confidence out on the mound.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Yoshida around third. He's set. And they're up by 3.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
First and second, 1 out. Connor Wong will hit next. Durbin at second. Monasterio over at first, so 1 away. Fastball for a strike.
Well, he homered earlier in the game, but showing no fear on the mound so far in this at-bat. He's just attacking the strike zone.
Two on, 1 out. In the air, right field. Strong gets under it. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Red Sox, second baseman, Anthony Siegler.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Two on, two outs. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. High fly ball, right field. Strong under this one. And that's the inning. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. Last chance coming up for the Blue Jays. Back inside Fenway Park, all set to start the ninth in this one. Dalton Varsho getting ready to hit.
Ball one.
The 1-0.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
That's a laser base hit. And a man aboard.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. But all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. That's got a chance. And brings it in at the wall.
Up next for the Blue Jays, right fielder Miles Straw.
1 out man at first. Now it's the right fielder, Miles Straw.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Next offer in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Chapman delivers.
Ball.
Two now. Way high. The Bo Sox trying to close out a 3-run lead here at the top of the ninth. This one in the air, center field. 2 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, shortstop Ernie Clement.
And that one's a little bit low. And that's ball 1. Next offering upstairs. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. It's got a chance. And it bangs off the monster. Rounds third, headed for the plate. And they cut the lead to 2.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Really important at bat coming up now.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Carrying well. And it is out of here. Vladdy with a star scraper. His second homer of the night. And this game is tied.
This one feels far from over, Boo. Who knows how this game's going to play out now? Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Right through there for a strike. Two down, nobody on. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Next offered in there for a strike. That's strike 2. Got him locked in. Third out. A rally in the top of the 9th, and we've got a whole new ballgame. And amazingly, we are all tied up.
Leading on.
And next for the Red Sox, Sandoval and a chance to make some history here, Chris.
Yeah, he's homered 3 times so far, and now he gets another chance, at least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives him anything to hit. It's so rare to see a 3-homer performance, but even more special for that player to get another chance at the plate to do it again for 4. Trying to keep good speed off the bases. And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
Fastball is outside. The next offering misses, and it's 2-1. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Leadoff knock puts the winning run on base. Oh, caught up in a rundown now. Now they get it to first, and it's in time for the out. So, hey, whatever works, I guess. And a base hit. And a winning run is aboard.
There you go. Winning run is aboard with one down. Pretty tough for the infielder to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Ground ball left side, could be two. There's one. Double play, and we're headed to extra innings.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
Back in Boston, on to extra innings. George Springer digs in now. Man at second, nobody out. Chris, certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, the way that we see the game played today, though, guys are not sacrificing as much just to get that runner across. They're really looking at doing damage. Slugging is the name of the game.
Man at second. That's in there. 0-2. Yeah, I think part of that goes into it's just so hard to come up with hits. In today's game, starters don't go. Got him looking.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. Got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
And he lays one down the left side, and that's a foul ball.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
1-1 now. And that's too high. Strike 2. Bunting, and he pops it up. Slings to first. 2 in a row set down to start the 10th.
Up next for the Blue Jays, left fielder Davis Schneider.
Go ahead run on base. Davis Schneider now at the plate. Right down to shoot, and that's strike 1. Man on second, 2 down. Puts a bunt down, and that's a foul ball.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boog. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
Pitch misses, and it's 2-2. The Blue Jays with the go-ahead run standing at second here in extra innings. That misses the zone, and the count is filled up. Dalton Varsho in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Got him swinging for the strikeout. That's the first slider we've seen today, and it was almost unfair. Blue Jays held in check, and this is a tie ball game. On to the bottom of the 10th. Down here's the Red Sox DH, Masataka Yoshida.
Masataka Yoshida.
that skips into dirt.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
Swing and a drive. Back there. On its way. Ball game.
Get to extra innings, it seems like every guy is trying to come up with the big swing to hit the homer and end the ball game. Well, he did it. Huge swing of the bat, and we're all headed home.
Scoring ball game in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Schaffner. Thanks for joining us.